Good afternoon all. Let me continue with the next chapter, that is 19th one, excretory products and their elimination. Here in this chapter we will learn about the types of excretory products and their elimination by different animals. Actually, little bit information we have discussed this in 4th chapter. Each and every organism perform metabolic process or physiological activity. At the end of each physiological activity, the waste products are formed. But here, nitrogen containing waste products. Yes, carbon dioxide is a waste product, but it is eliminated by lungs. But nitrogen containing waste products, 3 products are there: ammonia, urea and uric acid. So ammonia, urea and uric acid, these are nitrogen containing waste products, and some minerals are also there. For example, in our tears, perspiration, fine, NaCl, sodium ion, chloride ion, potassium ion, sulfate ion, few ions are also there. They are also eliminated by different procedure. I mean to say here that each and every organism, now I cannot spend much more time for this introductory part because we have to discuss in detail about the human excretory system wall. In 10th standard you had learned with the basic structure of the kidney and structure of the nephron, but how the urine is formed and which are the components present inside it. So to remove the nitrogen containing waste products, the special system is required there known as excretory system, and the organs are included in this known as excretory organs. Okay. Now, before continued in detail, I want to ask only one question. which are the main functions of excretory system. See, we had discussed previously that respiratory system is responsible to supply the oxygen to the different parts and remove the carbon dioxide as a waste product from that part. Why circulatory system is required? To supply the oxygen and nutrients to the part and remove the carbon dioxide and waste products from the part. Yes. So, which are the main functions of excretory system? In general, I am asking about. So, immediately one sentence comes in your mind, that removal of the waste products. So, here three functions are there. First, remove the nitrogen containing waste products from blood and purify it, because at each and every metabolic process, the blood is consist of nitrogen containing products. So elimination of nitrogen containing waste products. First is remove these products from the blood and purify it. Then second function, elimination of these products outside of the body. Remove this product. Yes, blood is filtered and these products are entered inside the excretory organ. But there is no need for accumulation of that excretory products in the organ. So organ has to also eliminate it. So elimination of the product from outside of the body. And much more important point, never you will think about that. Or if you think that it is very excellent one, this is the main important one. Yes. Maintain the water and minerals. Maintain the water and minerals balance in the body. So that procedure is known as osmoregulation. Very simple thing. At the end of this chapter, I will explain you that when we drink the large amount of the water, much more amount of the urine is excreted. If we drink less amount of the water, less amount of the urine is formed. How it is decided? How it is decided? By kidney. So there are osmoreceptors. Some osmoreceptors are present inside our body which identify osmosis. It identifies the concentration present inside the body, and then according to that water is eliminated through the urine. Okay, so these are the main three functions of any animal's excretory system: removal of the waste products from the blood, removal of the waste products from the excretory organ outside of the body. That is known as excretion. And osmoregulation and pH balance. Major osmoregulation word is very suitable here. Fine. So these are the three functions, major functions of the excretory system. Now, few points. This is very confusing sentence. Later I will clear it. Most of the organisms eliminate only one type of excretory product during its life. At the time of the birth, in human being, at the time of birth, we excrete the urea. Yes, in all the stages of the life, we eliminate only and only one type of the excretory product, that is urea. But in some organism, different types of excretory products removed during their life. Two types. For example, frog. Fine. Here I can write. This is the extra point. Okay. Here I can write. So you can modify it. Example: frog. Frog eliminate two types of the waste products during its life. You know that frog lay down the eggs. That's why it is oviparous. From the egg, tadpole comes out. So remember, example in frog, only in short form I can write tadpole ammonotelic, means ammonia is released. Generally, tadpole live its aquatic life. Frog is not there in NEET syllabus. Cockroach is only there. But a few points are related to earthworm, cockroach, frog and human being. So comparatively manner. Fine. Add from the chart. Later on I will give it to you after studying that chapter of frog, earthworm, cockroach and then fine. Generally, during copulation, during reproduction method, frog is activated during monsoon season only. The functional season is monsoon in frog. When first rainfall occurs, Then reproduction occurs in the frog. In stagnant water, the female frog release the eggs. So many eggs are released in the water. Simultaneously at the same time, male frog release the sperms behind it. Sperms are motile, eggs are non-motile. So now fertilization occurs in water, and that phenomenon is known as external fertilization. So eggs are formed in water. So similarly, it is very easy to understand that tadpole is developed in the water, and here the tadpole is not look like the adult one. That's why here indirect development. Fine. So tadpole release the ammonia. That's why I use the word ammonotelic. I am using right now the three words: ammonotelic, ureotelic and uricotelic. I can give the difference between these three words. Fine. So tadpole is ammonotelic, that is excrete the ammonia, whereas adult frog is ureotelic. Okay. Three types of organisms are present. Three types of organisms are present here according to the type of excretory product. Three types of organisms are present here according to the types of excretory product. Ammonotelic. Yes, right now I can give the difference between these three. Ammonotelic excrete ammonia. Ureotelic excrete urea. And uricotelic excrete uric acid. Okay, so three types of the organisms are there in total what animal kingdom. So now I can write that three types there. Ammonotelic, ureotelic and uricotelic or urotelic. Fine. Three types of organisms are there. Okay, first point. Excretory product, that you know it very well. So what I can write here, excretory product, that is ammonia. You know that ammonia NH 4, right? Ammonia is very poisonous one. Okay, so excretory product in ammonotelic animals, that is ammonia. Here urea. Later on I will tell you that how the urea is formed. Fine, and here uric acid. See, ammonia is very poisonous. The toxicity of the excretory product, is directly proportional to the required water amount to eliminate. Okay? Please remember, repeat it again. The toxicity of excretory product is directly proportional to the required amount of water to eliminate it. More toxicity, more water is required. Fine. So here water amount, (500 to 600 ml per gram). To eliminate 1 gram ammonia, animal requires 500 to 600 ml water. Okay, now for easy remember this thing, we can remove 110. Ureotelic animals require 50 to 60 ml water per 1 gram. And uricotelic animals require 5 to 6 ml water per 1 gram. Okay. Now, expenditure of energy. More amount of water, that's why animal requires less amount of the energy to eliminate it. So very less amount of energy, medium energy is required there, and very much energy. Okay. Very high energy is required there to eliminate the waste product. Fine. Now, the type of examples of it, let me discuss that. All the examples you remember. Fine. I am now here making the list of ammonotelic animals. aquatic animals, all the aquatic animals, aquatic amphibians, aquatic insects, and especially the tadpole. Okay, these are the examples of ammotelic animals. Ureotelic animals. So tadpole of frog is ammotelic, so adult frog. So adult amphibians. Then all mammals. Cartilaginous fishes, and the most important one, okay, crocodile. Yes, crocodile is under reptiles, but along with that, here it is there in the ureotelic animals. So mammal, terrestrial amphibians or adult amphibians, and marine fishes. Yes, you know that the freshwater fishes, bony fish, and marine fishes known as cartilaginous fish. Fine. Okay, eurycotelic animals. All terrestrial insects, snail, all the reptiles, all the birds, all the aves, and Dalmatian dog. All the reptiles take very less amount of water, and all the birds have air bladder as well as they have spongy bones, and they drink very less amount of water. That's why birds' weight is very less, helpful for flying. Fine. So these are the few examples of this all three types of the animals. Now, ammonia is poisonous. It requires much more amount of water to eliminate it per 1 gram. Okay. So few points I had explained earlier, for that I can work it right now. This is the very, very important one. The amount of water required, it is directly proportional to the toxicity of the waste product, and it is inversely proportional to the expenditure of the energy. As you know that urea is formed in liver. Fine. Common points in human being. Urea is formed in liver. Major important one, by ornithine cycle. The most important MCQ. Now, what happened in the ornithine cycle? Yes, through ornithine cycle in the liver, urea is synthesized. How? Generally, at the end of each metabolic process, ammonia is created. Sorry, here NH3 is there. Fine, ammonium ion is there. NH4 plus I can write that. So NH3 ammonia. So by each and every metabolic process, ammonia is created and carbon dioxide is created. So important one in ureotelic animals. In liver, yes, I am talking about this ornithine cycle or ureotelic animals. Same. Two molecules of ammonia bind with carbon dioxide. As a result, okay. So two molecules of ammonia join with one molecule of carbon dioxide. As a result, urea is formed and water is formed. Fine. So now this urea, after formation of this urea in the liver, it is now poured in hepatic portal vein. Now from the liver, the urea is now entered in hepatic portal vein. We have hepatic portal vein. So through this vein, the urea is now transferred to the kidney. And in the kidney, it is filtered. So much more amount of urea okay. Much more amount of urea is present in the hepatic portal vein, and very less amount of the urea is there in the renal vein. Later on I will tell you that renal vein and renal artery, just after that drawing the diagram of the kidney. Yes, in this chapter, after completion of this, in different animals, different types of excretory organ responsible for excretion, we will discuss that. and then human excretory system, in that external structure of the kidney, internal structure of the kidney, then structure of the nephron, how the urine is formed, how the urea is now present in the urine, how the filtration occurs, after formation of the urine, how the regulation of kidney function occurs, and then other excretory organs which are present apart from the kidney, that we will discuss that, and disorders of the excretory system. This many topics are there. Now the last is uricotelic animal. It excretes the uric acid. So uric acid is in the cyclic manner. Fine. Uric acid is there in the cyclic manner. This is the structure of uric acid. Uric acid is there in the cyclic one. Fine. So for formation of this cyclic structure, it requires much more amount of energy there. Now another topic I missed that I will tell you right now. The form of the urine. The form of the urine. Ammonotelic animals excrete in the liquid form. Yes. Aquatic animals excrete much more amount of water. Fine. So the form of the urine is in the liquid form. Fine. So in liquid form, ammonotelic animals excrete. Ureotelic animals also in that. Liquid form. And here, this is the most important one. Uricotelic animals excrete the urine. Generally, they mix the urine with feces, with the stool. Okay, so they have very less amount of water. That's why they mix the urine with stool. So in semi-solid form. Or you say that in the semi-liquid form. Okay. So these three types of the form of the urine in these three types of the animals. So this is the basic difference between these three animals: ammonotelic, ureotelic, and uricotelic animals. Thank you very much to all. Here I can stop now.